What's going on, people? Welcome back to Tentwa Talks Football. Man United have just beaten Chelsea by 2 goals to 1 at Old Trafford. And as a Man United fan, of course, I'm happy we got the 3 points. I'm happy we got the win. I don't believe we have beaten Chelsea for quite some time. However, going into this game, I was a bit confident based on the fact that Chelsea have not beaten us at Old Trafford since I believe someone said, I'm not quite sure how true it is, but someone said Chelsea had not beaten us at Old Trafford in the Premier League since they had Juan Mata as a Chelsea player. Juan Mata was a Chelsea player, close to 10 years ago? So based on that record alone, I was sure that we were not going to lose tonight. Also, given the fact that Chelsea got thumped by Bayern just a few days ago, I knew they'd be coming into this game with their confidence low. But then, of course, the game went the way it went. 5 minutes into the game, Robert Sanchez with a stupid tackle on Brian Mbeumo, last man in on goal. Obviously, it was the most obvious red card you're ever going to see this season. He gets sent off. Obviously, what happens is now the game's in our favour. 10 versus 11. From that point, I'm expected United to go out there and put Chelsea to the sword. But nope, not under this manager, not under Ruben Amorim. That's not how things work. However, we did manage to get an early goal. The goal was scored by Bruno Fernandes. Good goal, good finish from him. We even got a second one from Casemiro, which made it 2-0. However, Casemiro did make a stupid foul, which led to him getting a yellow card. And if I'm not mistaken, he made that foul just after we had gone 1-0 up. Chelsea restarted the game. He went through someone. I can't remember who it was, but he just went flying through them, got an obvious yellow card. And then just before halftime, when we're actually cruising and we're looking like we're in control of the game, Chelsea had no touches in our box. Like they were that bad. Casemiro just goes and does what Casemiro does best. He goes and gets a stupid second yellow card. Now, if you ask me, it was quite soft. But I said it as soon as Casemiro got that yellow card. I said, halftime, Ruben Amorim, please replace Casemiro, because we all know he's stupid and he's going to go and get himself sent off. I thought he would last till half-time. The guy couldn't even wait for half-time. First half, he goes and he flies through. He puts his arms around Santos. I think that's his name. He puts his arms around him and tackles from behind. Yes, he wins the ball, but it was a foul. But I don't think it's a yellow card. But as soon as Casemiro does that, he gives the referee a decision to make, and the referee was always going to give him a second yellow. As soon as he gave Chelsea a red card, you could tell he was eager to level things up. So he sends Casemiro off, rightfully so, because Casemiro was just being stupid. And then from there, it just became chaos. As soon as that happened, I knew Chelsea were going to take over the game. And lo and behold, Chelsea dictated the game for the rest of the first half and for the rest of the second half. Now, second half, they end up scoring a goal through, Trevor Chalobah, to make it 2-1. However, if we're being honest, as soon as Casemiro got sent off, I did not see anything from Man United. To make things worse, halftime comes, we're 2-0 up. We've got 10, both teams have got a man sent off, so it's 10 versus 10 now, second half. Amorim shows how negative he is. This man took out the number 9, Benjamin Šeško. He chose to replace him out of everyone. Dogu was having a stinker. Ahmad was not playing well on the left 10. Luke Shaw was not great. I know he created a goal which led to the goal for Casemiro. But there were so many players who Amorim could have replaced ahead of Benjamin Šeško. But no, this man chose to replace Benjamin Šeško, and he brought on the worst midfielder who's ever played for this brilliant football club, in Manuel Ugarte. Now, I get it. You needed to make a substitution. But I was thinking he's going to replace either, Dogu or Shaw. I thought one of them had to come off, and then you could bring in a midfielder. And I was hoping he would bring in Kobbie Mainoo. But no, Amorim chose to go the other way. He chose to bring in a defensive midfielder in Ugarte, who, to be fair to him, he didn't do anything wrong. He did his job today. So kudos to him. However, that for me was a proper indictment of how Amorim has been as a Man United manager. He has been nothing short of a coward. He has been nothing short of pragmatic, boring, too defensive. This man is simply out of his depth. There's no point talking about the game. I've talked about the game enough. Let's put the game aside. Let's put the players aside. Man United have a serious problem here. Ruben Amorim is not good enough. He's not good enough. There's no point waiting. He keeps on coming out week in, week out, saying about how he's not going to change his tactics. Even if the Pope told him to change his tactics, he wouldn't change for him. He's going to stick to his principles. He's going to stick to his system. This system does not work. If it works, maybe it could work under other managers, not under this guy. Amorim is pathetic. He's inept, he's inexperienced, and he's quite clearly drowning in this job. Just put the guy out of his misery. He's threatening to quit a few times, but we all know he's not going to quit. I saw reports last week saying that if Man United were to sack Ruben Amorim, we would apparently have to pay him the sum of £12 million. £12 million to sack Ruben Amorim. Now, I know that's not going to happen because Ineos have been trying to find ways of cutting costs and saving money left, right, and centre. But guys, for the betterment of the club, sack this manager. I get it, £12 million is a lot of money, but just do it. We've already spent about £50 million since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club in sacking managers. Apparently we spent 50 altogether from second Jose, Van Gaal, Ten Hag, Ole, Moyes, whoever else there was. All those managers who we had to sack combined, we've apparently paid them over a sum of over £50 million. Now, what's £12 million more? If it means we get to save our season. I mean, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is coming out with quotes last week saying that he believes that the squad is good enough to qualify for the Champions League next summer. This season, he believes this squad for this season is good enough to secure Champions League football for next season. But we're not going to get Champions League football with this manager. I don't even think we'll get Europe, conference, or even Europa. Forget it. We'll be fighting for top 10. If that. FA Cup, forget it. We're not going to win it. This manager is inept, guys. There's no point screaming and shouting and ranting. No. I kept quiet against Grimsby because I just felt, I was sure after the Grimsby loss that we would wake up tomorrow morning with a club statement, Ruben Amorim has been sacked, blah, 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 all of that. It didn't happen. I kept quiet. I thought he would get sacked against Burnley because we had to rely on a 97th minute stoppage time winner for him to get his first 3 points of the season, by the way. He didn't get sacked. Cool, I kept quiet. He got humbled at Manchester City by getting beaten 3-0. Could have easily been 4 or 5-0. He still didn't get sacked. I kept quiet. But today, I just thought, you know what, guys, I'm just tired. It's like I said, it's not about screaming, shouting, ranting, all of that stuff. I'm just tired. I get it. Some of these players have not been good enough. It's fine. But my biggest problem right now is Ruben Amorim. One thing I will give him that he did right is getting rid of the rubbish players. He got rid of the likes of Rasmus Højlund. Fair play, is doing his thing in Italy, cool. He got rid of Jadon Sancho, Garnacho, Onana, Anthony, all these guys that he got rid of. Thank you for doing that. That's the one thing you got right since you joined this football club. Because everything else you're getting wrong. Your team selection is wrong. Kobbie Mainoo's getting 3 minutes today again. Flipping Sesko's being replaced at halftime. You're bringing on Cunha and Mount. I don't even know if they're fit, but you're bringing them ahead of someone like Kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee, who are definitely fit. Like, this manager is just simply not good enough. All I ask for is that this man gets sacked. Honestly, I'm tired. I don't know. Of course, there's some stupid, sheepish Man United fans will be telling you, oh, get behind the manager. All this toxic positivity bullshit. Just honestly, watch football with your eyes. Stop telling me about the XG. Oh, we've missed the most chances. We've created the most chances. Where are we in the league? I don't even know where we are now. We've beaten Chelsea, so I'm sure we've climbed. We were 14th before the game started. So maybe maybe we're in the top 10. I don't even know. But all I'm saying is this manager is not good enough. And all I ask for is that this man gets sacked as soon as possible. Now, I don't know if there's anything important. There's no point talking about the game, like I said. There's nothing important that I need to talk about, except for what I've already talked about with regards to the game. But I'll leave you with this. Ruben Amorim is not good enough. And for me, he needs to get sacked. But yeah, man, anyways, let me know what you thought about today's games. Amorim's tactics, Enzo Fernandez's tactics, his substitutions, Amorim's substitutions. Just let me know what you thought about today's games down in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.